All right, so we have the data download for global now. It came a little later than JP's data download, but that's okay. It's here, and we're gonna take a look at everything. So we got the promo movie, we've got the LR SSJ, Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, the Carnival LR that's coming out. We got some sub EZAs going on here. So we got the physical Trunks, which we're going to go over their details in just a moment. We got the physical Android 17, the AGL Android 18, which is nice that they're getting EZAs because they are older units for sure. We're also getting an upgrade boost to this Transcend the Super Saiyan support memory. So we're going to be getting... Or the effect change here is pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans category allies key +1 in attack +8%. Super Saiyans category allies key +1 in attack and defense +15%. And Super Saiyan 2 category allies key +2 in attack and defense +25% for 3 turns from the start of battle once only. So I don't know how much it changed. Really, I can't remember the original. We could look that up real quick, right? If we go to items and then support memories, we'll open this up. What did it change from? So level 1 was just Super Saiyans category allies. Okay. All right, so it gets Super Saiyans gets a bump up from 10% to 15%. Super Saiyan 2 category units get a bump up from 20% to 25%, and then they add pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans, which is really, really good. That's a huge coverage. And they add the key and the 8% attack. So they don't get defense, the pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans, but they do get attack, and it lasts for 3 turns instead of 2. So I would say this a pretty decent upgrade. It's definitely an improvement. I mean, I personally don't think you can complain about that, but I mean, it's a support memory. So, and then we got some stage backgrounds here. We got the EZA for AGL Android 13. Now I do plan on making a separate video discussing this, but to kind of put it into short, I think this kind of leads into New Year's. I did make a New Year's video, as well as other content creators made videos about this, about speculating about New Year's being a movie themed celebration. So they're starting to buff movie characters, movie villains, movie heroes. So does that tell us anything? Does that tell us anything? I think it does. Kind of, for sure. And the fact that, they're combining those Extreme Z areas, the ones with the movie heroes and movie bosses characters, or units, they're combining those Extreme Z areas into one movie edition Extreme Z areas. So, or Extreme Z area, not areas. So, and then we're getting a Peton battle, a new Peton battle, which starts on the 19th of December, 19th of this month. And this was interesting to me. We're getting Frosty Miracle Tons of Things tickets. Now, I don't know if we're getting these by logging in. I don't know if they're going to be part of missions where you can obtain them from doing missions. They're valid until the 6th of January. So I looked around. I couldn't find any missions pertaining to... Let's see if I have it open. I don't. So let's go ahead and open it. I could not find any missions pertaining to those tickets as of right now. Maybe that'll show up later. Maybe I actually have to look in the game, and if that's the case, I'm gonna make a separate video anyway on that, covering the missions and how to obtain them, so that you can, essentially, if these serve as the same purpose as the Tons of Things tickets during the anniversary, this is going to be huge. This is going to be huge because the new unit, the INT LR SSJ trio, or as I like to call them, the tripod, SSJ tripod, that's going to be huge because you could potentially pull them for free. for free, depending on how many tickets we get. So it says you can perform a single summon in the summon where you can use this ticket. So it doesn't say anything about a multi-summon. So I don't know how many tickets they're going to give us then. So it all depends. But nonetheless, you know, if this has that kind of value where you can actually have a chance at pulling the new LR, that'll be huge. It'll be huge. So, and then we have, of course, the Divine Dragon Carnival ticket for the double rates banner, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, and then Extreme Z Dokkan Fest ticket here. We've got this blue Dragonstone, which you can get by purchasing Dragonstones in the shop once those sales go live. And they will go live tonight when the actual unit releases. Then we have another select character Dragonstone 2. Now it says special red Dragonstone available for a limited time. I think, once again, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a stone that we're going to get by logging in, and we'll be able to choose a character in the Baba shop with this stone. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't been able to find any more details behind this. So, and then we got a new wallpaper here and some assets and everything like that. We do have some Inevitable Showdown extra missions here. So this is for the Ultimate Red Zone Movie Edition. So there are some new missions available there, since we are getting, I believe, Android 13 added to the one of the bosses we can fight in the movie edition of Ultimate Red Zone. So, but let's go ahead and kind of skim over these EZAs and see what's up. Starting off with the AGL Android 13 here. He is getting an increase in his leader skill to all stats being 170% and key +3 for target Goku or androids, which is pretty good. He's definitely helping out this category right here. So I'm pretty excited about that. This category definitely needs help, and this guy's going to be a pretty good buff after EZA to that category. Androids, that too, but they're better off than target Goku category units. So, and then he's stacking defense. He causes immense damage, and he's greatly lowering defense, and he has a high chance of stunning the enemy. So before his EZA, did he have a high chance of stunning the enemy? No, it was a medium chance. Okay, so that's pretty good. Then he's attacking defense plus 130% at the start of turn. His before his EZA is androids category allies key +2. Okay, so they added androids or target Goku category allies key +3 in attacking defense plus 30%. So that's good. That's good. Him being a leader and a support at the same time is, I think, very, very significant for this category right here. I would like to see this category grow for sure, because it is one of the smaller categories that needs help. Essentially, this is I would say this is like a subcategory to androids, because most of the target Goku units, let's be honest, let's be real, they're pretty much androids. It's the time when androids were being made and they were targeting Goku. So that remains the same, and he's launching an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku, except for youth, Captain Ginyu, all that stuff. So, and then transforms when conditions are met. So let's look at his transformation real quick. Yeah, right here, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. After his transformation, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, massively lowers defense, and he has a high chance of stunning the enemy. So stunning enemies is always a good thing. Always a good thing. It has a pretty good use in Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road Infinite Dragon Ball history. It does not have a lot of use in like Ultimate Red Zone, because a lot of those enemies are nullified. Like they have a nullification to effects like this. So, but it can be very useful in other types of events. He gets plus an additional attack and defense plus 145% when HP is 30% or more. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 13% per target Goku or android's category ally on the team, depending on which category has more members. Oh. Hold up. Okay, so if you have like 4 target Goku category allies and only 2 androids that somehow happen to not be on target Goku, you would get what, 4 times 13%, 52% attack and defense. Okay, if I'm understanding that correctly. I think that's kind of weird, but yeah, whatever. I just, yeah, that's kind of wonky. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of wonky. Interesting. Okay. Attacks guaranteed to hit and disables enemy's guard. So before his EZA, did he disable his enemy's guard? Yeah, he did. Okay. All right, so that didn't change. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Pretty standard. Plus an additional attack plus 50% and high chance of performing a critical hit when there is a Super Saiyans category enemy. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because Super Saiyans is a very common category. I don't think it's as, well, it's not really like a super common category you go against. It's very, very prevalent in the amount of units that you can use. But as far as like enemies that are actually Super Saiyan, I'm not, no, because most of the red zone stages are against the villains. And they're not really Super Saiyans. So that I don't know. Anyway. Okay. So that guaranteed critical hit could be a little wonky too. Plus an additional attack plus 100% performs a critical hit when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku. Now that's better. Goku's probably more common than Super Saiyans. So not probably. It is. Because it's just Goku. So alright, not bad, not bad. Definitely an upgrade. And would he have more use? We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to actually use him to see how good he is, what kind of numbers he puts up. Because even after his EZA, he doesn't get like a whole lot of defensive capabilities. It's all about offense and, you know, disabling the enemy's guard and getting the guaranteed crits and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure that he can put up some numbers after his EZA, but as far as, you know, being in the current meta of things, which is the defensive meta at this point, where you want to, you know, build your units for evasion, give them higher defensive stats, where you want damage reduction, does he fare in that department? Probably not, but you know what? In instances like this, I think it's okay to not go that route because, you know, if every unit is going to go that route, it's just going to become a very, very boring game at that point because team comps are just going to be the same over and over and over again, just reskinned in different units and all that stuff. So I like it when they shake things up with units like this, and they kept the spirit of the unit. I like it. I like it. Even though it's not in the current, you know, meta. So all right, so we've got the Trunks here. He massively raises attack for 3 turns. Not bad. It causes supreme damage to enemy while sacrificing 3% HP. I don't understand why he sacrifices HP. Take that away, man. Take that away. Anyway. Attack and defense plus 150%. Defense minus 50% when performing a super attack. Wonderful. So he gets less defense when he performs a super attack, and he's sacrificing HP. That's freaking amazing. Plus an additional attack plus 50 attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack if there's another movie here's category ally attacking the same turn. Huh. Okay. It's just attack and defense buffs. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% with each attack received up to 50%. Really? Really. So you want him to get hit, to have an increase in critical hits, but you're sacrificing HP. You're giving him less defense on his super attack. What? Okay, this is a kit that really doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. I don't understand. Guards all attacks when there's an android as a target Goku category enemy. Okay, so that's decent. So just doesn't. This doesn't mesh though. It doesn't really mesh. It's just kind of, there and present. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like his EZA. I didn't really like the unit before, but they should have just took this away. Come on now. Come on now. Just doesn't make any sense. So she's getting an EZA. I just recently Dokkan Awakened her because I've been, Dokkan Awakening units and catching up my count, catching up my procrastination habits. So after EZA, she's raising attack for 1 turn and causing supreme damage to enemy and raises defense by 30%. So she's stacking defense for 3 turns. Nice. Attack and defense plus 150%. She changes physical key spheres to AGL key spheres. Changes Ent key spheres to physical key spheres. In addition, and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when HP is 78% or less. They could have just left that off. Maybe. Okay. Plus an additional attack, plus 20% in defense, plus 30% per AGL key sphere obtained. Now, a lot of Android 18 units have this kind of ability, which I don't mind. It can be very, very useful. Very, very useful, especially since she has this ability. So, and this one too. So she's essentially a double orb changer, where she'll change the physical keys, or which one activates first, or do they activate at the same time? I am interested to see that. Once we actually get her EZA, I might do a showcase. I might do a Max Link showcase for her, because I'm interested to see if maybe it'll change Ent key spheres to physical key spheres first, and then change the physical key spheres to AGL key spheres, or will it do it at the same time? I think it'll do it at the same time. That would be a little OP in my opinion, especially with this ability right here. Yeah, I'm interested to see that. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained. AGL key spheres excluded. Okay. But really you want AGL key spheres because she's getting the extra 10% to defense, whereas she's only getting 20% defense with other key spheres, which is still pretty good. It's still pretty good. So, medium chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. That's nice. Okay. T plus 1 plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% any chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 18% per future saga category ally self-excluded attacking in the same turn. That's actually really, really good, because future saga just got really, really good buffs with the worldwide celebration. And so, dude, that can be pretty OP right there. I like that. Okay. All right. Nice. Her EZA is looking pretty decent. She's looking good defensively. She's looking good offensively. Not like going to put up huge numbers compared to other units, but she could probably hold her own, especially with this right here. So I like that. All right, moving on to Android 17 here. He raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and raises attack for 3 turns. So he's stacking attack for 3 turns, whereas she's kind of the opposite. Okay. Attack and defense plus 150%. He's an orb changer too. Okay. So they're basically making him like her, just a little bit differently. And instead of the evasion, he's getting a critical hit chance with eat, per future saga category ally. And he changes tech key spheres to physical and then STR to AGL. Okay. Dude, hold up. Like, if you put these two on the same team, I want to try that. If you put these two on the same team, that's dude, what? That's gonna be so many key spheres being changed. I am interested. That's like a wild card. It's like a wild card. I really want to see that happen and see what's up. See what's up with that. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah. So yeah, I think this data download, we're pretty packed with this celebration. I mean, we've got quite a bit going on here to keep us a little bit busy until New Year's. And like I said at the beginning of the video, they're buffing movie heroes by releasing this unit right here. They're buffing movie bosses by giving him an EZA. Does that tell us something about what they're going to be doing in the next month or so with New Year's? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and let me know your thoughts about this overall data download. Love to hear from you guys. That's all I've got for now. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.